begin. This is what we know. The man that was declared winner is the APC candidate and the governor of Imo State. He got a re-election and he won that election as declared by Inec. But this is what we do know. 29.4% was a voter turnout. But what did you find out at the Athena Center when you dug into the result and you found out what exactly really happened in that election?
So go to the next slide. So these are the key data from INEC and also from the Freedom of Information request. So against the 771,000 voters that was made to call the result, the Beavers only accredited 541,000 voters.
Officially, on the day of election?
On the day of election.
541,000. That's what accredited by the Beavers.
And on the EC8A, the electoral officers recorded a total of 728,887 votes. On the EC8B, some were cancelled. There was vote inflation. We went to 729,000. But along the line, certain cancellations, we come to 717 at the EC8D, the final votes that was used in calling the result. So this is 541, hold that number, and this is 717,000. So you can see the massive difference.
So a lot of
almost
people,
200,000.
Yeah, let's break it down. This is on the election day.
Yes.
What the Beavers officially, the instrument for accreditation.
Accreditation.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And the Beavers emerge.
Snatch power, grab power, run away with power. To be honest with you guys, APC are not joking. And the way I am seeing them, they are not willing to relinquish power come 2027. Have you seen the revelation that was made few hours ago by Shehu and these analysts? What APC did in Imo, if you don't know, that was what they also did in Nigeria as a whole. If you think P2B did not win 2023, you are a liar. P2B won with great margin in 2023. I want you guys to watch this video. Watch the analyst and Shehu Akimbalao. You are going to see that P2B actually won. And the Labour Party also won in Imo last year. What they did there is what we call systematically stealing of our vote. Just watch this video.
This is what we know. The man that was declared winner is the APC candidate and the governor of Imo State. He got a re-election and he won that election as declared by Inec. But this is what we do know. 29.4% was a voter turnout. But what did you find out at the Athena Center when you dug into the result and you found out what exactly really happened in that election?
So go to the next slide. So these are the key data from INEC and also from the Freedom of Information request. So against the 771,000 voters that was made to call the result, the Beavers only accredited 541,000 voters.
Officially, on the day of election?
On the day of election.
541,000. That's
was
what
accredited
by the Beavers.
And on the EC8A, the electoral officers recorded a total of 728,887 votes. On the EC8B, some were cancelled. There was vote inflation. We went to 729,000. But along the line, certain cancellations, we come to 717 at the EC8D, the final votes that was used in calling the result. So this is 541, hold that number, and this is 717,000. So you can see the massive difference.
So a lot of
almost
people,
200,000.
Yeah, let's break it down. This is on the election day.
Yes.
What the Beavers officially, the instrument for accreditation.
Accreditation.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And the Beavers emerge from INEC wanting to say accreditation and voting is going to commence almost at the same time. Simultaneously.
So you accredit, you vote. So there is no way you could have accredited 541 and 717 will vote. And because usually, no accreditation, no voting. That's
usually the Beavers has a memory.
Yes.
It captures in its memory.
Yes, it's stored it.
What is being accredited on the day of election. 541,000. But now there are discrepancies in these figures. Now, downloaded from Inec Viewing Portal, which are the result has been scanned by the officials of Inec onto the Inec onto the IREV.
So if you go to the next slide, you will see what we saw on the IREV. If we see what we saw on the IREV, sorry, okay. So here we are. No, go back, then go back. So let's continue from there. So there was significant non-compliance with INEC electoral guidelines in 1,101 polling units, where the results, the total votes cast, did not match with the BVAS accreditation. So that is to say, BVAS accredits a number and they recorded B numbers. So the number of voters were more than what the BVAS accredited. This only happened in 23% of the polling units. Now, hold that. In 77% of the polling units, the results were consistent. The total votes and the BVAS matched. So there was very high compliance. Technology has helped us in Nigeria to say that our votes do really count. Our 73% was compliant. 23.1%, now this is the problem. They altered the election results. If you look at this, these are the local governments and these are the non-compliance issues. The highest non-compliance happened in about 10 polling units, in about 10 local governments. So you see Oru East, Uguta, Okigwe, Olo, Oru West, Ikeduru, Wangele, Oso, and Dunkwere. Interestingly, all these local governments are in the senatorial zone of the governor. This
of the winner of the election,
the winner of
the
election,
APC candidate.
The APC candidate, interestingly. But the highest was in Oru East, the local government of the governor. That's where we saw the highest non-compliance.
So what happened was that whatever we saw as the official result,
either
the one uploaded on the BVAS, the one uploaded on the IREF, and the one Inec had, eventually, as given to you by Inec, there were discrepancies to the original result has been announced. So let's go forward.
Now, there was overvoting in 807 polling units. In
875 PU.
875 polling
units. Which makes
18%. 18.3%. And it accounted for 345,000 votes, 47,560 votes. So these votes substantially impacted the final results. Now, again, where did these votes come from? It came from Oru, Oguta, Okigwe, Oso, and all the Wangele. So this is where these votes came from, where 54% of these polling units with overvoting are in 5 local government areas. 4 of those are in the senatorial district of Olo. So we saw a situation where the total vote cast were higher than the votes accredited.
Right, if you look at it from the diagram on the screen, so in blue you will see the BVAS accredited voters. On the day of election, the blue. So, and you will see as against the EC8A vote cast, which is supposed to be it's supposed to tally.
It's supposed to tally.
But unfortunately, they are not tally. So you will see the increase, which gives you the 347,000. I mean, the 18.3% unaccounted for, which we could not validate.
We could not validate. Officially. So what that means is that by the INEC rules, once the votes are more than the BVAS accreditation, you cancel that polling unit. Now, in the polling units where there was this distribution of overvoting, APC got 293,000 of those votes, PDP got 16,000, and Labour got 15,798. So you could see that APC was the major beneficiary of the polling unit where the total votes and the BVAT do not tally. So that's a significant outcome.
Outcome of that.
Yes.
So